Sure.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Living Well Now Intro to Business Call. I'm Aaron Lahman, part of the Living Well Now leadership team. And I love Young Living oils and products. And I've loved them for quite a while. I loved them for about 8 years before I even started sharing them. And just, started sharing them about 7 years ago. So something like about six. Yeah. So long story short, I got passionate about sharing them, telling other people about them, helping other people share the oils and products. And one of my biggest inspirations for doing this and for growing a Young Living business, both my wife and I, we were doing this and we were watching Angela Lehman grow a Young Living business. And she did it passionately and just had this incredible focus. And she just has this, just you're just so gifted at teaching people about wellness and also launching leaders. And so if you don't mind sharing a little bit about your business story and how it all started for you, that'd be awesome.
Sure. So we fell in love with the products after my mom introduced us in 2006. I was an oily mama. My toddlers were using the products. I was using them to support my health and wellness. Mostly, I wanted them because I was a mom. I wanted to be able to give my kids something healthy instead of all the over the counter stuff that was available to me. But in 2009, 2010, I started using the essential oils more for my emotional wellness as my marriage was crumbling. And I knew that I was going to have to start to earn a little bit more money. I got a job as a teacher, which I had been before. Um, uh, in my kids' school and some other campuses as well. That was a godsend because by 2011, I was divorced and supporting two elementary age kids on one income without receiving any sort of child support or spousal maintenance or anything like that. And my Young Living business became kind of my hustle money, right? My side hustle money, because I wanted to make sure I had enough to pay for things that my kids would need, like soccer cleats. I mean, something super simple was really, really important when I was only making enough to kind of cover my mortgage and my utilities and food, basically. This was an opportunity for me to kind of expand that. So between 2012 and 2015, as Aaron mentioned, he and Sarah lived with me part of that time. I was constantly teaching business classes. If I can say one thing that changed my business the most and created more success is that I wasn't afraid to talk about how the money got made. I may not have gotten it right 100% of the time, but I was willing to put it out there and meet up with people to talk about the 4-year career, to see if this was for them. And I launched a lot of leaders in those few years who were also sharing with their friends and family. And now nobody really rock star, recruiting tons and tons of people, like you see sometimes and get scared of on social media. Literally, it was multiple people who were willing to share with a few instead of a few people sharing with a ton. That's an old sales model, right? And so by teaching people, more and more people, how to just share with a few, that helped my team expand. And by 2015, I was earning more in part-time hours at my Young Living business than I was in the classroom as a teacher. So that afforded me the opportunity to stay home and work from home, which also gave me the opportunity to pursue things that I wanted: my emotional health and wealth and wellness, spiritual health and wellness. Turned that into an aroma freedom practitioner business, as well as a spiritual direction business, more less of a business and more of a passion, I would say, to really serve others. And the thing that gets me the most excited now, because I know some of you on this call are brand new spanking leaders who are wondering how does this work. Nothing excites me more than seeing the light bulb go on for somebody, and the pride that they take in being able to provide a trip for their families because they've saved part of their Young Living check, or some sort of desired freedom of time that they wanted to have with their families, but they weren't able to. But because of this business, they can now. Or somebody's light bulb comes on because all of a sudden they're able to give to charities that are really important to them, or they're reaching goals that for their personal growth and their professional growth that shows up in dollars because of the energy and effort that they're using and investing in themselves. So I have a huge heart for women doing this. Aaron, I'm super grateful that you're here to represent men who are also open to residual income and working smarter instead of harder, because I think that's really important too, especially as we evolve into 2021 and beyond, as our opportunity increases to tell more and more people about taking care of themselves and how, and not just health wise, but financially as well. I think a lot of people came through 2020 not realizing how valuable their businesses were. And I'm grateful that I was able to keep working, keep earning a paycheck, a commission check, each and every day of 2020, through my online business.
Awesome, Ange. Thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, those of you who are curious to learn more, if you're catching this on YouTube or a friend sent this to you, obviously check in with your friend and say, hey, Ange said something about the 4-year career. Get your hands on a copy of that. If you are connected to Ange, obviously like connect with her, send her a message. Yeah, there's the 4-year career. Such a game changer. Okay, so we'll keep rocking. So lifestyle 1 is, and I don't know. So lifestyle 1, we're all this is how we're kind of all raised, at least here in the West, in the United States, we are. This is kind of how it is. 0 to 25, you go to school, you get skills. Once you get through school and you start getting those skills, then you lock in and work hard. So that could start at 18, that could start at 22, could start at 25, 28. All depends on each of us, right? And then we work hard. And we work hard until we're 65, and then we get to retire and start enjoying life and resting and hanging out. And the challenge with this is most of the time when we're retired, we have a fixed income, right? Social Security plus whatever retirement we're receiving. And most people are on, like, health is on the decline. So this Young Living, this 4-year career, this network marketing path is a bit different, right? It is a new option. It's another option for us. So again, I went to school, I got skills. I started teaching high school, was working hard at that, working very hard at that, putting in, I think I was doing probably 50 to 60 hours a week for those, at least the first 4 years. I was going all in, like spending tons of hours at school. And I was, had the same salary all 4 years. My salary was frozen. And that was when the light bulb started going off for me was, okay, wait, what if I could grow a community of health conscious people who also want to grow professionally in like personal development and want to create some side income or a large income and create something different, an entrepreneurial lifestyle for themselves. And so this is what happens. You lock in, you work super smart on this Young Living thing. As Anne shared, hosting business classes, hosting product classes, hosting business classes, meeting up one-on-one with people, coaching new leaders, and you just work smart for that. Eric Worre is a guru. If you're taking notes tonight, Eric Worre is somebody you want to look up. He's a network marketing pro and has a book out there called GoPro. And what he says is, within 4 to 7 years, if you're really giving your heart into this business, this network marketing path, you're going to see that income grow and grow and grow, that commission grow and grow and grow. And then the dream, right, for a lot of us is, what if I could work from anywhere? What if I could then start designing my life from the time I hit the rank of silver, from the time I hit the rank of gold, or maybe it's platinum, depending upon your financial goals. But that's the dream, is that we don't have to wait till we're 65 to start enjoying life on our terms. So wellness and beauty is expected to be $1 trillion industry by 2025. So as the wellness and beauty world are growing, it's going to happen. Okay, it's going to happen. And I am really excited about. But wellness specifically is more of my motivation. But the wellness and beauty world growing, it's not stopping. Okay, it's going to keep growing. And Young Living has solutions in both of those zones. Young Living's got natural wellness with essential oils, oil-infused supplements and nutrition products. Also, Young Living has natural household cleaning products. They have a Savvy Minerals makeup line, CBD line, products formulated for kids, babies, and animals. And so, so many products that can meet the needs of people all around the country and world. The reason we're passionate about Young Living is the seed to seal promise. We know that from the time the seed is selected and planted, through cultivation, through distillation, through testing, and through before they put the seal on the bottle, we know that we're getting the best essential oils on the planet. And we know that they are taking care of and making sure we're only getting products that pass the seed to seal promise. Gary, Young Living started very small with Gary and Mary Young back in 1994. It was a real small community, and it has just grown and grown and grown over time. Over 25 years now, 27 actually this summer, I think is where we're gonna be at. And just if you check out the curve, it has been about growth. And this is exciting to be a part of a company that has seen that growth and has been around for that long, has endured the bumps and the bruises and the challenges, and continues to find a way to achieve and to succeed. Young Living has members in 25 countries and growing. I remember when Sarah and I were in Australia, we had product shipped to us at our hotel in Australia from a warehouse out over there in Australia. When we were in Sweden one year, we had products shipped to us from Amsterdam. They shipped them straight to our Airbnb. So it's really wonderful to be a part of an international company. Young Living has over 2 million customers and does about $2 billion a year in sales. So for me, one of my passions and one of my visions, and I know I heard this from Richard Bliss Brooke, who is the author of The 4-Year Career, and he talks about, let's be a part of that journey to 20 million customers, right? Let's be a part of that journey for Young Living to be a $20 billion a year company, right? If we can be a part of that over this next decade, just awakening people to, hey, let's start taking better care of ourselves. Let's take better care of our families. Let's do this preventative and proactive wellness. Let's stop using synthetic chemicals on everything. Why don't we just go more natural and dive into this Young Living world? So we could be a part of that expansion and that growth. Young Living has a manifesto. I won't read all of this, but it is about helping people find health. We enhance and empower lives around the world by sharing the unique benefits of nature's living energy, essential oils. We take our stewardship of the earth and its people seriously. We lead by example in developing sustainable farms, protecting the environment, and strengthening vulnerable communities. And Young Living wants to help people from all backgrounds, all around the country, all around the world, to have access to what Young Living offers in health and also as business leaders if people choose. So once you fall in love with the products, recommending them to others is as simple as 1, 2, 3. 1, tell your story. So as you start getting to know your oils or your CBD line or your Ningxia Red or an array of products, you start to develop stories. I use thieves oil. It was my go-to when I was a high school teacher. I taught for 5 years. I had one sick day in 5 years of teaching high school. This is a part of my story. When I'm having a one-on-one with somebody, I can articulate that. I'm not saying that I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't eating. I was doing a lot of things, but thieves was my go-to every day. So you start getting different stories about the products, and then you invite people to just take a look. Maybe you host an essential oils 101 class, and you invite people to just take a look and learn more about the starter kit that you started your oily journey with. You invite people to take a look at the business, maybe, without pressure. Not everybody wants to, that's okay. Not everybody wants to do it, but invite people to just take a look. Hey, I'm launching this Young Living business, or I'm relaunching this Young Living business. And I'm looking for business partners, and I think you would be an incredible business partner. I'd love to be in business with you. Would you want to come learn a little bit more about it? If not, no worries. But I'd love it if you were interested. Just really low pressure invite. inviting people to take a look. And then just focus on listening to and honoring people. So you're helping them find, if they've got health goals, you're helping them out. You're helping them find solutions, right? Really just if they don't want to do the business and they say, no, I'm good, you just, hey, it's all good. Maybe I could check in with you in 6 months. Or would you like to try at least try a sample of an essential oil that, anyway, just keep the conversation going and really just focusing on listening to and honoring people. Why network marketing? We heard Angie's story at the beginning. I know for me, being my own boss, getting to design my schedule each day, I know that was a big draw for Sarah and I when we launched our business, was just how could we work when we want to work and from where we want to work. We both want to travel and consistently travel throughout our lives. And maybe that'll change, but as of right now, it has not changed. We still are visioning and dreaming as COVID things may ease up here, hopefully. We've still got travel dreams. So being our own boss could mean I don't need to be in a classroom here in Carlsbad, California. I could actually be on a Zoom call while sitting in Paris, France, right? Or I could be on a Zoom call from New York where we're visiting my in-laws. So getting to be my own boss has been a big draw for me. And then the other second piece for me is the personal growth is one of the greatest gifts of network marketing. Like, it has been so wonderful and such a way in which we've gotten to connect with, business partners, is when you do trainings together and you attend different events and you hear people talking about dreams and you hear people talking about, wow, why am I afraid still? Why is Aaron still afraid? Oh, well, back in high school, I developed some anxiety because of this. So this personal growth for me is one of the biggest gifts of this, is you start to release a lot of that childhood stuff, the childhood anxieties and fears that keep us from going after our dreams, right? Oh, who are you to do that, right? We hear these voices. We've got voices. And so for me, that's why I love this network marketing world, because in order to be successful, you have to read the books, you have to listen to the entrepreneurs, and you have to push through those fears and anxieties. So that's one of my biggest reasons for doing this business. So how does this business work? How do I get paid, and how much money can I make, and what do I have to do to get paid, and how do I start? Let's dive in a little bit. So gathering a few customers, step one, right? So if you're just launching your business, you would invite people to some classes that you're hosting. Maybe you would do some one-on-one meetups, maybe a Zoom call or a FaceTime with a friend, and just inviting them to take a look. And if they get excited about the products, they order up a starter kit of oils or a starter kit of Ningxia Red or whatever. As they start to see the value of this preventative and proactive young living lifestyle, and they start to order consistently, you then start to see your products get paid for each month, because you've got people that are like, yeah, I get it. I don't want to go to Target anymore. I'm just going to go to Young Living. I don't need to go to Walgreens anymore. I'm just going to go to my Young Living account. So you get a few people on board who see the vision as you do, where you're getting better oils, better products from Young Living. Why not? If you want to go further than that, beyond paying, just paying for your product, and you want to inspire others to gather customers, here's the visual. It's you, but now you have some business partners that are also excited about sharing. So now it's not just you hosting the classes. It's not just you inviting to the workshops. It's not just you doing the one-on-ones, but now you've got some business partners that also see the vision that you do. And they're like, yeah, let's help other people. We need other people to use lavender oil. Like, this is a game changer. This has been a game changer in my life. How can I invite other people in to take a look at these products and oils? So again, that's where you start to see the sales teams grow, right? You've got an amazing leader over in Phoenix, Brianna Grossman, holding it down. You've got another amazing leader over in Phoenix, Lou Reynoso, holding it down. You've got another leader, right? And you start to have these other teammates who also are passionate about helping others change their wellness and change their financial future. And so then you start to see sales teams grow. And again, depending upon your goals and your dreams, right? We all have unique goals, unique dreams. You could take this as far as you want, you know. You can inspire others to inspire others, and you can build as big of a team as you want in 25 countries. You can just get out and grow and expand and lead and coach and invite people into a new way of living. So here's an example. You help those first 4 people. Those 4 people each help 4. So there's 16 more. Those 16 each help 4. There's 64 more. Now you have 84 repeat customers. So imagine if 84 teammates every month, they're like, yes, I am ordering $125 worth of product a month. I want that Ningxia Red. I want that Thieves laundry soap, right? Whatever products they want. And you're going to earn about 7% of those sales, or about $700 a month. Okay. So this is how the money is made as you grow your teams, and those teams grow additional teams. This is a good look at the income disclosure statement from Young Living. You can kind of get a glimpse at what average annual incomes are based upon rank. And so you can kind of identify, all right, if I want to leave that job, or if I want to go part-time in that job, I need to work smart this next 6 to 12 months, or this next 12 to 24 months. I need to lock in and just focus. And if I do that, not even if I do that, how about when we do that, then I can take, cut back hours at that job, at that other job. Or, I know we have a lot of business partners that are pumped to like help bring home a spouse, where like maybe their spouse doesn't really love their job, and their goal is like, all right, if I can get to that rank, then I could help bring that spouse home, and we can have more family time and more family adventures. So can you really make a living doing this? It's a lot of information to process. Here are a few questions that will help you decide. So what if you tried the products, and what if you found them to be as extraordinary as I did, or the person who invited you to watch this recording, or invited you tonight to this call? Would you ever recommend them? I mean, if you loved the Thieves, if you loved the Ningxia, if you loved the Savvy Minerals, if you loved the CBD line, would you ever consider recommending them if somebody had a need? And then what if others started to fall in love with those products as you started to share? And then what if Young Living started to send you a referral income every month? They were like, hey, thanks for sharing these products. And then what if it just kept growing and growing and growing? And what if you were part of a team with a proven track record that has a training system in place that you can help people get into, and tons of great resources available to you? So again, if you're joining tonight, maybe you're a part of the Living Well Now team, maybe you're thinking about joining the Living Well Now team, whatever the case may be. Our goal at Living Well Now is duplication through education equals success. So we want to we offer this a product class and a business class every Wednesday evening throughout the year, because we want to emphasize how important these products, what Young Living offers to us, how important they are, and how important it is to get these oils into every home around the earth, and we also offer this business class because we want us all to realize what opportunity is available. This network marketing method, this network marketing world, it works. It is possible. And just like any entrepreneurial journey, it's not easy, but it's worth it. And you can do it. If you lock in and choose to do it, you can 100% do it. And we have a lot of great resources, a lot of great trainings available to you to help you dive in and make it happen. This is the LW Empower Start. Again, if you have not gotten started with the Young Living yet, be sure to reach out to the person who invited you to this class or to watch this YouTube video. And you just start your account, start your membership, sign up with a starter kit of your choice, whichever one you want to dive into first and foremost, and also set up your monthly order, because you want to, if you're visioning big, right? If you're visioning 2 years down the road, 7 years down the road, 15 years down the road, and you're seeing platinum, or you're seeing diamond, or you're seeing gold, or you're seeing silver, whatever your goal is, you're going to want to get to know the products. And so being on that monthly Essential Rewards subscribe to save program will be huge as you're educating other people about the products. Next, you want to announce your new business and begin asking people to take a look. You want to ask people to take a look at the products, and you also want to ask people to take a look at the business opportunity. Again, as Ange mentioned, if you imagine Ange's whole team that she's helped, has around her, right? Her whole team, she couldn't have done it herself, so she had to start sharing the business. You have to start sharing the business with other people, because then other people can get excited alongside you, and you can host business classes together, you can host product classes together, and then that energy is built and you start to see it grow and expand. Be sure to download our steps for success, livingwellnow.com/success, and then just start inviting your friends and family to upcoming events, and start being brave online too, through your Facebook stories, Instagram stories. Again, I'm not spammy. I don't choose to be spammy online. I choose to talk about business. Just more like, hey, had an awesome business session today, and a photo of me with my coffee and my computer, right? So that might be a post I would do. Sometimes on stories, it could just be as simple like yesterday, 2 days ago, I went live with a coconut oil, some organic coconut oil and lavender. And I just talked a little bit about how I use lavender and coconut oil. And I did it was probably about a 2-minute story. And I just posted that. Again, planting seeds. It's not like I enrolled 3 people the next day, right? There's no magic post, but consistently showing up and saying, hey, I'm in business is going to be really critical over this next year, 2 years, 5 years as you're growing and launching your business. So again, lots of modes to launch. If you're just starting, here are some different ones: basic starter bundle, thieves starter bundle, Ningxia Red, essential oils, CBD, also the little oilers starter bundle. So you have lots of different ways you can get started. Again, be sure to check in with the person who invited you to this call or invited you to watch this replay, and have them help you get started, and you can join their team and then get your hands on that 4-year career book ASAP, and just start diving into the trainings, diving into entrepreneurial YouTube videos. And I'll close with this. We all have lots of dreams, okay? And for some reason, it almost has felt like, to me, as I've been an adult now for a while, I'm 39 years old, for some reason, it feels like a lot of those dreams have kind of disappeared. I'm not saying all, but it feels like we kind of stopped believing in those dreams. Like when we were kids, we were like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to go do that, or I'm definitely going to go see that, or I definitely want to experience that. I want to have that with my family or whatever, right? And for some reason, school, the bully reality of, the tough world we live in, the dreams just kind of, we forget about. And so for me, one of the main reasons I'm growing a Young Living business and will grow it for the next 60 years is because I want us humans to start dreaming again. And I really believe that the dreams that you have inside of you are critical to make happen. It's so critical that those dreams happen, And when I was thinking about, okay, am I going to teach high school math for the next 25 years and make $35,000 a year, right? It was a frozen income for 4 straight years. One, I didn't want to teach math anymore. But 2, that salary, if that was going to be the same salary for the next 20 years, the dreams that I had for myself were not going to happen. They just weren't going to happen. And so for me, growing a Young Living business gave me hope. It gave me like, whoa, maybe this is possible. Maybe I can create something different, something better, something more aligned with my soul, and teaching math, as much as I love my students, teaching math is not aligned with my soul, and so I needed to do what I could to grow this business alongside my wife. And here we are 7 years later, golds, on our way to platinum, and just continuing to say yes to those dreams. So I'll leave you with that. Your dreams are important. Go big, go bold, make it happen, do scary things. You can do this. And thanks for joining this call tonight. Wishing you all a lovely, lovely night. And if you watch this on YouTube, thanks for hanging out. Be sure to reach out to the person who invited you to watch the video. If it was one of us, definitely send one of us Living Well Now leaders a message. All right. Blessings to you all. Thanks for being here.